A familiar refrain in Arkansas tonight, cleaning up after an Easter Sunday full of dangerous weather. We're glad you're with us tonight. I'm Rolly Hoyt.
And I'm Faith Woodard. Over the past 24 hours, first responders and cleanup crews have been evaluating all the damage. They've been especially busy in Lonoke County. And that's where we find THV11's Maya Ellison tonight.
Yeah, Maya, I had never heard of the town of 16th Section, but now we're learning how much they help their neighbors up there.
Yeah, it's a lovely neighborhood, a lovely area nestled between Highway 5 and 319. They were unfortunately hit by yesterday's tornado, EF-1 tornado, excuse me. I want to take a step to the side though, so you all can get a good glimpse at what the aftermath looks like. And we spoke to Lonoke County Sheriff's deputies today, and they tell me that this area is not used to this form of damage, to this form of storms. But the one thing remains, the community's resilience to come together and get things back to normal.
Jesus, help us, please, Jesus.
A scary sight for Arkansans Sunday evening as heavy storms and tornadoes swept through parts of the state. For Lonoke County first responders, it was 7 p.m. when they learned of tornado damage reports near Highway 5 and 319. By morning, this is what was left behind.
It came down through Highway 5 and it's affected the 16th Section community. And as it comes out, it goes down through the cemetery and back out around 319.
The path of the tornado leaving uprooted trees, down power lines, and damaged homes.
Look at the initial damage point. It's at least probably an EF-1. We'll have to take a little closer look to see if we go higher or not.
Lonoke County Tanya Soul says the damage caused no injuries, but for some members of the community, they are still left to pick up the pieces.
We have double doors and they blew open and some debris in there, but that's about it.
For Tracy Cates and her family, they were not home when the tornado hit, but a neighbor down the road was.
Dad, I grabbed my shoes, ran, this is my bedroom here, ran through the kitchen, through the living room, down the hall, ran into the little bathroom down here at the end, got the dog in there, closed the door, and then, you know, I hear a big bang and that was the tree hitting.
Sherry Berry, left without a scratch, was able to walk out of the bathroom.
We can't live in it anymore, you know, we'll have to do something with it, and I don't know what that's gonna be.
Now Sherry and her husband have to find a way to get inside their home to grab personal and emergency items. But through their trials, it's their faith that keeps them going.
This has got to be in God's plan in some way. Of course it's upsetting, but
it'll work itself out.
Yeah.
People traveling from near and far to clean up debris. The spirit of hope prevails for families in the 16th Section community.
And they're out here with their equipment and they're helping one another, and that's what's special about the community that we live in.
Yeah, and just being here all day, the one thing that stood out to me is that the community has rallied together. We saw it throughout the day. Over at the cemetery when we were heading to this location, we saw that it was nearly cleared off. The debris, the trees that we saw that were uprooted, now clear in some form or fashion, giving hope to this community that dealt with something that they don't usually see. Now, we'll keep you all updated as the road to recovery is long, but hope is on the horizon. Live in Lonoke County, Maya Ellison, THV11 News.